It's Thursday, August 19th, and you're tuned in to the TNIAB podcast. I'm Vince.
I'm Anthony.
And this is the Geek Chic Culture Show. We talk about all the cool things in the whole wide world. Coming off the back of last week's episode, this week is comparatively more quiet.
I guess it's the two of us.
Yeah,
just the two of us.
So yeah, we're back to just me and you, but we've
can
also
make it if we
lost
try.
the
Just
producer.
two of us. The silent contributor.
Yes, there isn't three of us in the room today.
Yeah,
It's just literally
it's just two of us.
Yeah. He is out doing stuff.
He's got stuff to do. Apparently too busy for the boys.
It's too cool, man. It's too cool now.
Disgusting.
Hey, see him grow up, but hey, here we are.
How dare he?
But don't worry, because this week we have a packed show for you. We got a lot of shit
stuff
to talk about.
A lot of shit is happening now that we can't cover because it's going on right now.
Exactly. I mean, we're finally talking about that Mugen Train Demon Slayer movie.
Damn.
We got some picks to talk about, some questions. We did a lot in our weeks. Yeah, we got a lot to go through. So I guess we should start with
We want to start with
a movie review.
Oh, wow.
Because I've realized we've always do it at the end, but who cares? Let's do it at the front, because that's the title of the show.
Demon Train Mugen Slayer.
That's the one. Every time I see Mugen, I just think Honda.
Oh, really? I think Samurai Champloo.
Oh, yeah. I guess that definitely goes to show our upbringings are definitely different.
Or Mugen Souls for the PS3.
Nope. That's a no for me.
It was a Nipponichi Software offshoot.
No.
When they were like, what if we made things that weren't Disgaea? And then everyone was like, I hate this.
What? You sure?
It's got a 55 on Metacritic.
You're telling me you don't know about Mugen Motorsports?
No, I don't. Actually, I don't.
Really? I can't find the logo. This logo.
These are a lot of hatchbacks.
You've never seen the Mugen logo?
I've probably seen that.
If you knew a Kid of the Civic or an Integra.
Hit up that type art just above there.
Which one?
Yeah, that one. The fuck's going on with that body kit?
Everything.
There's no profile on those tires. Like the rubber might as well be painted on those rims.
Well, sometimes it'd be like that.
Sometimes it'd be like that. Don't hit a pothole.
Yeah. Anyways, we're talking about Demon Slayer, Mugen Train, the movie. This came out, I think, a month or two ago.
In English.
On English, but last year in theaters in Japan.
And it broke records.
Absolutely. So only about a year and a bit late, we finally got around to watching it. It's streaming on Funimation. We literally just finished watching it, you and I. And it directly follows on from the first season of Demon Slayer.
In June of this year, just interesting stat, it became the highest grossing anime film worldwide.
Wow.
Period.
Wow.
With $440.15 million made.
Damn. That's crazy.
Yeah. Eat your heart out, fucking Ghibli.
Yeah. So yeah, so I would say, first of all, if you have not seen the first season of Demon Slayer, don't watch the movie.
You won't get anything.
You won't understand anything.
And what I am eternally grateful for in this movie, there is no flashback. There is no catch up with what happened.
Yeah.
It starts off exactly where that show ended.
Yeah, in fact, I don't even know if I would call this a legit movie. This might as well just be like 10 episodes in one.
It might be. It might be.
Like, that's basically what they've done. But that's what this movie is. It takes place entirely on the train and maybe just slightly outside of it. And the story goes that a train is being under attack, and Tanjiro and friends are sent to back up Rangoku, the flame Hashira, to take care of the demon.
Yeah, there's a demon on the train.
And that is the movie. But then again, it is a shonen. It's always like, who's the next boss? Who do we gotta fight?
Yeah, it's always the external plot is simple.
Yeah.
But when you get into the nitty gritty, then it's just like, oh, there's a lot of depth.
Absolutely.
You know?
So why don't you tell us what you thought about it, Anthony?
So I came into this opposite of you, where I have finished the manga series.
Yes, you have.
So I know what happens.
Yes, you do.
And I still forgot some parts.
Cheater.
Because it's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
Do you call them manga readers cheaters?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. I'll remember this. But what's been happening is, I thought this movie was a fantastic recreation of what happened to the manga.
Okay.
From my memory, it's pretty much one for one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I don't think there's really any difference. Like there was nothing glaring where I was like, that didn't happen. There might be a couple like minor things in terms of like, oh, this scene didn't happen exactly in this like camera shot type of
Yeah.
thing, but they were faithful. They were pretty faithful, I
Mm-hmm.
would say. I couldn't really spot anything egregious.
Mm-hmm.
Ufotable once again brings out the guns, proving that they have the infinite budget works.
Yep.
Pretty much. And they meld every animation style I feel in this. They got CG, they got the regular 2D animation, they got rotoscoping, I feel, in certain instances. All of the water effects and fire effects like have that different like kind of classic ukiyo style to it, and stuff like that. Yeah, is it ukiyo style? It might be. But yeah, this whole movie is top to bottom good.
Yeah.
And I kind of don't want to say anymore. Like I watched this and I'm like, this deserves top spot. Like this looks fantastic. The story may not be as let's say like deep as something like Spirited Away, which was the previous record holder, right? How that movie deals with a lot of like growing up as a child, like taking care of your parents, like being independent and stuff like that. Where this is just fight boys fight, and they fight real good. But they still have like a lot of, I feel, cool lessons in there of just like, especially for like, I think all shonen stuff does this of like being a man, being a dude, right? And making sure that you stand up for your values and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's the shonen way.
It's the shonen way, but I think they do it really effectively because the main character villain, his whole thing is that he can put people into dreams.
Yeah.
And he wants people want like they actively ask him to put me into an eternal dream so I can die happy because my life on Earth is fucking miserable.
Yes.
Right. And I think that scenario sets up all that like life stuff. Like you can't relive your trauma. You have to move on. It's not your fault that it happened. Like that kind of like the deeper topics, that sets it up really well because you get those really interesting visual representations. Yeah, this movie was just good. It was so good that the only things I really have to say about it are praise. So.
Yeah, I think I would agree. Like you said, I think the star of the show is or are all the action sequences. And there are a lot.
There are a ton.
Like in the beginning, it definitely feels like you're kind of waiting for it because you know that it's gonna happen. But when it starts,
it doesn't stop.
Yeah, it just keeps going, and you're like, oh, this really is just 2 hours of awesome visuals. So there's that. Again, it is much just a continuation from the series, so like don't expect super deep character progression or development between any of the cast, but you do get to learn more about them, like little tidbits here and there, and I guess you do get to know a bit more about a specific Hashira character. It doesn't go too deep, but it goes deep enough to where you understand why they are the way they are, and things, and their personal goals and achievements. In terms of the story, like you said, like it's a fight. I did find like there's one moment where it just felt really like that was so lame how they took out one character. Like they took basically they take out one of the main characters' usefulness, and it just feels like the way they do it, and I don't know how it is in the manga. It just seems so like that was completely avoidable. Like that could have.
Are you talking about that thing? Yeah, that happens.
Yeah, like that. I feel like that could have been so easily stopped.
Yeah, because he also did it with the kids, right?
Yeah, right. Like he didn't have like if the argument is like, oh, it's either I kill him or I let him stab me. Like I'm sure like there's some sort of in between that could have happened there, but other than that, like I have no complaints. I mean, like it is 100% predictable. Like when it gets to the final showdown, you're like, I know how this is gonna end. Like there's like based on the tone of the show, you know how this is gonna end.
Yeah.
I
remember reading a couple. I was actually while you were talking, I was rereading one fairly critical review of the movie.
Yeah.
They gave it on IndieWire gave it a C.
Okay.
And they said it's like painfully simple. Like, why do I care about these characters' inner traumas and stuff like that?
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, if you didn't watch like the original series, this movie's gonna hit different, like, but in a bad way.
Yeah.
You're not really gonna know anything. You're gonna be completely lost. There'll be some cool stuff in there for you, but this is not something that can hang on its own.
Yeah.
And I think that's where at least the criticism I've seen comes from, where with a Ghibli movie, you don't need to watch previous Ghibli movies to understand whatever the story is. Everything is very self-contained. And
you mean like most movies?
Like like movies.
Yeah.
Like movies in general.
Yeah.
Right? Well, maybe like Endgame and stuff like that now that we have like the cinematic franchise.
Sure, but like movies traditionally
are, here's the story.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist. It doesn't have a 2 beside it, so it doesn't really exist anywhere else, and you can just come in and have fun. But you're right. It is season 1.5.
Yeah, it definitely is less movie, more here is. Let's just marathon like 10 episodes. Like that's basically what's happened. We've cut out the intros and the outros, and we just said, here you go.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's kind of it's kind of a trade-off.
Yeah.
Like, if I were to like recommend this movie, like if people were to tell me like, Anthony, did you find that movie great? I'd be like, fuck yeah, that movie was amazing. But also, like, I can't recommend it to somebody unless they've watched Demon Slayer. Right? So it's really weird. Like, does it deserve all that money that it made?
Yeah. Like,
I guess it does because it made it. But if you're like the art house dude who's looking for like the deep introspective experience, bro, like you're not getting that here.
Yeah.
Right. And you'll get a little bit of it, like I mentioned before, like in between the fights and in those dream sequences, you do get a deeper look, quite literally, into each character's psyche. But without that previous knowledge, I can totally see why people would be like, bro, this is some dumb anime shit.
Yeah.
And it is, and that's why it's great.
I do think it's an interesting choice that they chose to make like a key arc a movie.
I'll tell you right now, in the manga, there are no non-key arcs.
Yeah.
There is no filler in that thing.
No, and that's why like it just seems so weird that they decided to take one of the arcs and like, they're just making a movie.
Yeah.
Right? Like, because when you watch them, like if I were to go back, right, and like when this is all over and I watch it all sequentially, it's gonna be weird because like this is because it's a movie. It is noticeably prettier to look at.
Oh, it's so nice.
Like compared to the actual.
It is so
anime.
nice, especially since it's very locked.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they did it, because this whole arc takes place on a train.
That's true.
So they only have to make a couple assets.
True. But like, wouldn't it be weird? Like the finale for Demon Slayer gets animated, and it's like it doesn't look as good as this train movie.
Yeah. True.
Right.
True. Like I guess the Evangelion movies are like so disconnected from the show that it's not a fair comparison. But
yeah, but End of Eva was a movie.
True.
Right, and
True.
that looks better than the show.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I liked it, but then again, I like Demon Slayer a hell of a lot, and this totally satisfies that itch.
I'd be hard pressed to find a fan of Demon Slayer that doesn't like this movie.
Yeah, if you were like Demon Slayer episode 19 was so bomb, you're like, that's what this whole movie is.
Yeah.
So
it doesn't stop, bro.
Yeah, like it just like it's more bomb than that. So like it just keeps going. Yeah. But I think that's all we really need to say about it.
Yeah, there's if we spoil anything, it kind of takes out from the movie, but
yeah, there's like 2 things you can spoil, and probably best to just
leave it.
Yeah, but there you go. So that's Demon Slayer Mugen.
Super recommended.
Toreno.
Super recommended.
Wicked. Let's move on to a question to chew on from Paul Chu.
What's up, Paul?
He writes in, what are your refrigerator essentials?
Milk. Wait, no, continue the question.
Coffee creamer.
Continue the question. Is that it? Is that the whole question? Was that his whole question? What are your refrigerator?
In case your responses are boring, here's another one.
How dare he call me out like this?
What do you have as your everyday carry? What always comes with you? Do you have a bag with you that you bring to work or school? What's in there that you wouldn't leave home without?
Wallet.
Okay.
Got my phone over here.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't actually have it today. Wow, I have a pocket knife that I carry around.
Mm-hmm.
Like in Canada, you can't have like switchblades or like anything fucking auto shooting out or whatever. I'm pretty
Yep.
sure. So I
I
just
don't
have
think
this
you can
like
have. Can you have those in America,
I think so.
or is it certain states?
Maybe it's by state.
Okay.
But I have like a little like one where you kind of like manually fold out like a
Yeah.
folder.
Yeah.
But it's a fucking weeb folder, obviously.
Yeah.
Got it from the Japanese knife store.
Of course.
And yeah, like if I'm just going somewhere, it's really simple. It's phone, wallet, and I got a wallet. Like you have a like a Ridge wallet or like a money clip or something,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I got a wallet. Like I got my library card in here, got my Metro card in here, got the student ID I don't need anymore. In case someone dies, I have first aid.
What do you have in the double section for cash?
Nothing, because I don't carry
That's
cash.
what I was gonna say, because that's the whole reason that wallet
Yeah,
exists.
occasionally I carry cash.
Okay. Okay.
But it's I'm gonna say more often than not I don't carry cash.
Okay.
I just have this wallet because it's my grandfather's,
Mm-hmm.
and then like the story behind it is that when he died, my dad was like, "Hey, you need a wallet.
Mm-hmm.
Take your grandfather's wallet." And so I took it, and inside was $10,
Mm.
and it was kind of like he was giving me money from the grave,
Wow.
kind of thing. Like it was an old 10 as well,
Oh
like not
wow.
the new ones, like the paper
Wow.
ones. And so I was like, oh well, I'm keeping this until it disintegrates, I guess. I'm trying to find somewhere to like maybe if they'll like redo the corners, like resew some stuff, because it's definitely falling apart.
Yeah.
um but hopefully I can keep it, because it's genuine leather, like it's a real nice leather wallet.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully I can like fix it up, shine it up or something, and keep it. um yeah, then my phone, the knife, that's about it. If I'm just like walking about,
Mm-hmm.
I keep it simple. I don't like to carry a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Unless I'm coming here, I got my backpack. Like I'll bring a book or my laptop and stuff like that. But
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah, if I'm going on a date or going into the city or something, like yeah,
Yeah.
it's simple because it's less things to keep track of, and that's it.
Yeah. I guess for me, mine's not too different. Yeah, I carry my phone. I also have like you said, a card holder.
Yeah.
Basically, it's like the auto popping ones.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, kind of like a Ridge wallet, but not really. I think maybe
Off brand.
I don't know what the fuck I don't know,
Because you don't want to support big wallet.
Exactly. Exactly. It's one of those, carries up to 7 cards, but yeah, that's usually fine. And I usually have if I'm wearing a hat, all my hats actually have a pocket on the inside of the front part.
Oh, you're revealing the secret.
Yeah. And I usually keep some amount of money. Some hats have a 20, some have a 5. I don't know which one's what.
When I used to carry cash, I would put it in my sock.
Yeah, I don't. And the other place I would carry it is if I take off my phone cover and I fold up one bill and keep it in the back,
Okay.
just for emergency reasons. But yeah, that I either carry. I have like a gray. It's from the James brand. It's a pocket knife.
Okay.
I either carry that, or if I don't carry that, because that's a little bit like, it's not huge, but if I want something a bit more minimal, on one set of my car keys, I have like one of those. It's called a doohickey.
Okay.
It's basically like 7 tools in one, but
Yeah.
it's basically like a serrated cutter, a screwdriver, all these sort of things, that a can opener, like it does everything. So
Mini Swiss Army knife.
kind of, but like nothing on it moves. Like
Okay.
like it's a single thing of aluminum.
I used to have one of
milled.
those, but for your wallet. So
Yeah.
it was the same size as like a debit card,
Yeah.
but it was metal. And
Oh
then it had a
yeah,
bunch of
I
shit
used
on
to
it.
have those too, but then I stopped because it was too thick.
Yeah, that's why I stopped using it
It
too.
was too thick. So yeah, I carry that, and then of course AirPods.
Oh yeah, you're part of that life.
AirPods.
Oh, I guess my iPod would be a daily carry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, AirPods or my Power Beats, the other ones.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I did forget. Yeah, my iPod 80 gig iPod Classic. That's a daily carry for me.
Yeah.
With my wired Sennheiser
Yeah.
super nice earbuds that I got when I worked at Best Buy.
Yeah. And then if I have to go to work, I carry obviously my work laptop, full size keyboard and mouse.
Damn.
Because I can't work on. The thing is, I have such a hard time working on laptops now. Like
Yeah.
And everywhere I go, I always have an area where I can connect my laptop to gigantic screens.
Yep.
That's why I carry around the keyboard and the
Yeah,
mouse.
I don't think I could ever go back to single monitor desktops.
Oh, I definitely
like laptops. I understand, but now that I've got 2 screens, I can never go back.
Yeah, for sure. Like I can never like. Well, it sucks when like I have to be just on my 14-inch work laptop.
Yeah,
And it's just like I have to work on this. This is awful.
this is trash.
Yeah, so it's one of those things. And then I also have my work phone, so I usually carry 2 phones. I carry a charger because, or not a charger, but like the battery pack thing.
Yeah.
Right, just in case. And I guess my glasses count. So there you go. That's things like that. So yeah, it's nothing too like I don't have anything that's super interesting. I mean, I carry a watch every day, or I wear a watch. I can't tell you which one. That's
you got a lot of watches.
That's an ongoing thing, I think. But his last question is, what's in there that you won't leave home without? I think if there's items that I could never leave home without, especially if I'm by myself, it's always my phone and my AirPods. Like if we're assuming that like I am always gonna have my keys and wallet on me, then I guess the AirPods are the one thing that I would always take with me, and I would leave everything behind.
Yeah, I could honestly. Why do I have my social insurance number in my wallet?
You shouldn't have that.
I shouldn't have that there. That's for sure. But there's like there's a lot of stuff in here that I could do without in the wallet. But just because I have this space, it's in there.
Yeah, but like without that, doesn't it make your wallet thinner?
Yeah, not that much.
I think it makes a big difference when you put it in your pocket.
Probably. Well, I can actually. I'm gonna sort it out while we're doing the podcast now.
Wow, that's
because I don't need the student card anymore.
Okay, good for you.
But yeah, there's a lot of stuff, and in terms of stuff I can't leave from the house, like again, like you said, if we're not kind of like car keys and stuff, it's just phone, wallet. Like if I leave to go on like a day trip and I realize I forgot my iPod, I'm not going back for it. Like whatever.
Even if you're by yourself.
Yeah, I'll just deal.
Oh. Yeah, I can't.
It depends how far away I am, right? If I exit the house and I'm like, oh, I forgot the iPod, I'll go back in and get it. But if I'm like I'm in the middle or like I'm going,
okay, you're in your car and you're at the intersection that starts to the main road,
I'm gone.
Oh really?
Yeah, I'll just I was
like because that's like barely 100 feet.
Yeah, I've gone too far.
Yeah, see, I'll turn around.
Oh, okay.
I'll turn around. Yeah, if I'm still within my neighborhood, I'll definitely turn around and get it.
All right.
Thank you for writing in, Paul.
Thanks, Paul. And yeah, refrigerator. You should always have a high quality jug of 2% milk in there.
I have almond milk and coffee creamer.
Fucking weak.
I also have a lot of orange juice.
Oh yeah. You do have a lot of juice.
Actually, I have a lot of juice in general.
Yeah, you have a lot of juice.
Yeah, lots and lots of juice. I don't have actual food. I just have juice, sauces, condiments, cheese.
I have a thing of QP mayo in my fridge. Does that count?
Oh, I have that too. I got that too. I got what's the other sauce? Okonomiyaki sauce. I got that.
I don't like okonomiyaki sauce.
Hoisin sauce.
But also, I don't like okonomiyaki.
Yeah, I know, because you're weird.
Yeah.
You don't like the cabbage.
No, it's not the cabbage. There's something else in it. I think it's the sauce. I think I don't like okonomiyaki sauce.
What the fuck?
Yeah. What kind of weeb am I?
You're not gonna like my sister's wedding.
She can't. There's no way. She's not gonna do that.
Really?
It can't happen.
You know my sister.
Yeah, she's insane. But come on, even for her.
Come on, you know that her fiance loves Asian food.
Does he?
Yeah.
I've never seen him exclaim his love.
But have you heard him explain his hate for Western food?
Oh, that's weird.
He's like, I hate it. I always have potatoes and some protein. He's like, I hate it.
Yes, potatoes are good. Get some potatoes, dog.
He eats potatoes like I eat rice.
Man, rice is also good.
Yeah, but like,
I eat spaghetti every day, and I'll eat that shit till the day I die.
I guess you do.
All the time.
Damn.
So I never got that. So my dad has that where like he can't, if it's like pasta 2 days in a row, he's like not having it.
No.
But my grandfather was like me.
Yeah.
Where it was just like, you want to have tomato sauce pasta 7 days of the week? Let's go. Like, I'm ready.
No, you gotta switch it up.
Yeah,
switch it up.
It's nice, but I see that as like a luxury.
Being able to switch it up?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Like when I cook for myself, like I cook in batches. Like I'll cook for 3 days. I'm eating this specific tomato sauce pasta I made.
Just cook 2 different batches, then you alternate.
This is a lot of work, man.
Why? You're gonna have to do the cooking at some point.
No,
You're just changing with the timing.
I get a bigger pot instead of 2 separate pots, and it's a whole thing.
Okay, then you take 1 big pot, and then you make 2 separate sauces.
Oh my god, that's 3 pots instead of 2.
Whatever.
Damn.
You deal.
Damn.
Anyways, we have a second question from Joseph Hazel, and he's jonesing for hygiene.
Hygiene. I smell pretty good today.
The wrong podcast for this question.
We talk what? What? I take a shower every day. How dare you?
For last week's shower water temperature debate, I wanted to throw in my own preferred method.
Okay.
Hot shower to clean and relax. Then the last 10 to 15 seconds, go monk sitting under the waterfall style and go ice cold straight over your head.
Dude, how long is this guy showers? What's going on?
10 to 15 seconds?
Right.
I don't know. For morning showers, nothing else wakes me up better than lulling my body into a false sense of security and then blasting it with ice cold reality.
What the fuck? Why is that so ominous?
I don't know. Speaking of showers, do you guys have any odd bathing habits? Brushing your teeth in the shower, eating or drinking, listening to podcasts such as TNIAB. You know, just keep it clean. It's a shower after all. Ha.
That
Ha.
was pretty good.
Ha.
I got me. All right, you know what? I'll answer your question, Joe. That was a good one. I like that one. Masturbate. Weird shower. I've been told so I have long hair now. It's not a video podcast, so you can't see it. But I've been told not to shampoo my hair every day.
Yeah.
But I do it anyways.
Uh-huh.
I can't not. I don't know why. It's just my hair is greasy as fuck. I don't understand other people who have non-greasy hair.
Okay.
That's it. But I don't know.
So your odd shower habit is you wash your hair every day?
I strip all the oil out of my hair every single day.
Okay.
But I don't know if I have an odd one. My showers are pretty normal.
Your shower, is it a shower curtain or a door?
It's a door.
Okay. When you're done showering, do you wipe down the walls?
I do that. I have a squeegee.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Okay.
I squeegee them down.
Do you brush your teeth in the shower?
Yep.
Yeah, so do I. You shave in the shower.
There's two ways I shave. One is so my mom's a hairdresser, so she has heavy duty buzzer.
Yeah.
So I use that if my beard is long.
Yeah.
And then the next morning, while it's short, if I want to go clean,
yeah,
then I'll do that in the shower. Okay. Because then the steam's already loosened up your skin and all that.
Do you have a mirror in your shower?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, that's what I keep meaning to buy.
Just a little.
Yeah.
You can buy those whole corner units.
Yeah, right? I know. That's what I want to get. Then you can put your shampoo and stuff for your body wash and
I got
stuff.
What shampoo? So what do I do? I get in there, hair, face. That used to be a weird one until my friends yelled at me for fucking up my own skin, where I would use my loofah on every part of my body, including my face.
Mm-hmm.
And then my friends are like, Anthony, you fucking idiot,
mm-hmm.
You're ruining your face skin. And my answer was, but it's skin. I got skin here, but I also got skin here, so why don't I just use it on my face?
Yeah. And
they're like, no, it's different skin. And then all my Chinese friends are just yelling at me about skincare. But I don't do that anymore. It's all hand wash. I got non-invasive, alcohol free, whatever shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think I have any weird. I think I just take a shower.
Yeah, no. Morning, night,
morning.
Both.
Wow, I didn't realize you were draining the ocean. Yep. Jesus.
Absolutely. Length.
I would give myself an average of 15-20 minutes.
Okay. I think I'm closer to 10.
Oh, really? You're in and out.
Yeah. But then again, I don't have long hair, so I don't have to deal with that.
Oh, even when I have short hair, it's 15-20 minutes.
Yeah, I'm in and out. Yeah. No.
Yeah, I kind of enjoy my time there. I take everything very leisurely. I'm just oh, you know what? I'll slowly do this.
Yeah, I got shit to do.
Not me. I'm chilling. Or I'm trying to avoid shit to do.
I mean, especially when I had to actually go into the office, it was definitely You only have 10 minutes max.
Yeah, but you would wake up 5 minutes before you had to be in the office to
Of
drive an
course.
hour.
Of course.
Vince, you got to be in the office at 8, like 9. And okay, I woke up at 8:55, and it takes an hour to get there, and I'll take a shower. And then...
Listen, no one said anything, so it was fine. I did it, okay?
All right, stop fucking narking on me.
Yeah, I tend to do the same thing as him, where like my last few seconds is just a cold moment in the shower.
Yeah.
Usually in the summer. In the winter I don't have to do it, but in the summer, like I tend to like, my body tends to heat up very fast for just whatever.
Okay.
And so like I tend to do that.
I used to have a friend who in the winter he gave off so much body heat that the top of his head would steam.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah. I think I do that sometimes with my eyes, because then my
your eyes steam? What the fuck
like,
is...
I can feel it off my face, and then my glasses fog up.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, this sucks. But what can you do?
Yeah, no, I'm not doing anything weird. I'm not like handstanding in the shower or something.
You should. You should. It's good for you.
I'll try it. You know what? I'll try. Get the blood flowing straight to my brain.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you for writing in, Joe. Let's talk about some picks.
Yeah.
We got some here, I think.
I got a lot.
Cool. Should I go first?
No, I'm gonna go first.
Fine.
Sonny Chiba's dead.
Who?
Sonny Chiba. He's a famous Japanese actor. You'd probably know him as the guy who makes the Musashi Steel in Kill Bill 1.
Hattori Hanzo?
Hattori Hanzo.
Oh, okay.
You must have a biggerette to need the Hanzo Steel.
What a stupid movie.
Right. But Sonny Chiba in general, especially within like the older Asian community, he's kind of the godfather of action movies. He starred in such movies as Street Fighter.
Did he now?
Yeah, Sonny Chiba's Street Fighter. And the Yakuza Cop in the 60s.
Okay.
His thing is he's kind of a legend in that whole like Asian movie very early scene. And it's I don't know, it's kind of sad when you hear a legend kind of go. But he actually died of COVID complications.
Really?
Yeah, so COVID, even post post vaccinations, takes another one. But he died at 82. So he was getting...
All right, I don't know then. Yeah. That's a little...
I don't know, man. Japanese age 82, that might as well be 40. Like these people live into triple digit there on the regular. So I don't know.
Yeah, but what's the vaccination rate in Japan?
Oh, it's probably dog shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably dog shit.
Because I heard like they were just getting their first ones recently, right?
I think so. True. So yeah, that's unfortunate, but yeah, he will live on as Hattori Hanzo.
Sure will.
12 Minutes, a game I've been talking about for the past couple of weeks, is finally launched.
Did you buy it?
It's got a new trailer. Not yet, because I'm trying to be responsible, Vince. And I'm going to tell you how I'm being responsible. I'm going to finish certain games first.
Okay.
And then buy games that I'm going to play after once I've run out of new things to play.
Do you want me to hold you that? Because I know how many games you own that you have not finished.
Oh, okay, listen. I'm not going... I'm talking about recent stuff.
What's considered recent in your books?
Mario Golf.
Okay.
And the Nier Replicant remake.
And that's when you're going to buy other games.
And that's when I'll buy other games.
Okay, that seems... All right. I thought you were going to tell me that you were being responsible by not buying games so you could buy some more plastic trading cards.
Oh, I'll also do that. We'll get... Actually, you know what? I'll talk about that because I think this is pretty interesting. But 12 Minutes looks really good.
Yeah.
Highly recommend checking out the launch trailer. The whole game is 12 minutes, as the game suggests. But it is truly, apparently, one of those games where every action you do changes the outcome of what happens. And
it looks cool.
Yeah, and it's Groundhog Day. So when you get hit, when you get beat up, when you die, you reset the timer. And then you have to figure it out.
I think it's like $30.
25, I think.
American?
Is it? I thought it was like 25 Canadian.
Well,
$30 still. It looks really high quality.
It's
Annapurna. They published it. They didn't develop it. Annapurna or whatever.
I have yet to complete any one of their games because they're just too much for me.
I still gotta get Watam.
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh, that's okay. There's a third game in there. It was also an Annapurna game, which is the one done by... She was narrated by Queen Latifah.
Gone.
Sayonara Wild Hearts.
Yeah. Okay. No.
Yeah, the rhythm pop album video game. I still gotta do that one too.
No.
Yeah, so it looks cool. It looks cool. But the other thing that Vince brought up in terms of cardboard, uh, I was told this secondhand, and I couldn't find any like official stories on it because it's like third tier Japanese TCG. But Vanguard is back.
Card Fight
Vanguard is back with an apology from a new CEO. And what he has been apologizing for is that he said, we went kind of buck wild with where the card game went. The power creep was strong and honestly uncalled for. And we basically siphoned our players of money and we're destroying the community.
Okay.
So we are resetting Vanguard. We are starting from ground zero. We are releasing 5 new starter decks. And the goal with these starter decks is they're super cheap. I'm gonna get one of them. It's like some American Football Brothers, and they start at $7 Canadian. And this is a full starter deck, mind you. It's not some gimped thing, because the other thing the CEO mentioned is that they wanted players to feel quote unquote safe in their investment when they bought a starter deck. Right? Usually starter decks and TCGs are just like, oh, this is fun, right? This is a little quirky thing. But if you ever go play that in a tournament, you're gonna get fucking rolled.
Yeah.
But when you look at the starter decks and what they come with, these are meta cards in here. You are getting all your triggers that you would ever need. You are getting your perfect guards. You are getting, there's a new thing, it's an over trigger. I don't even know this existed. But when you flip it as a trigger, you select one of your monsters and they get plus 100 million attack.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's just to like anime charge them basically for that turn. They are unstoppable. You're gonna get through with that over trigger.
Yeah.
Right. And when you compare the starter deck side by side to their meta equivalents, there are maybe like 2 cards, 3 cards that are missing, right? If you want the meta optimal performance, and that's fucking sick. I didn't know that was a thing. Apparently, I don't know if this happened actually pre-change or this is a post-change thing, but they also changed certain mechanics. In Vanguard, there would be times where you would get grade locked, basically. Every turn that you get on your game, you can upgrade one of your center units. You can get you start at tier 0, that's your starting card. And then you can ride tier 1, ride tier 2, ride tier 3.
Yeah.
Right? But you could get grade lock. You could just not draw any tier 2s and you're stuck at tier 1, but you got a handful of tier 3s and you're fucked. They've added like a section in the pile where you can take cards out of your deck and put them there as like reserve cards. And if you ever need them, instead of just hoping to draw one of those cards, you can discard a card from your hand and then use one of those cards in your pile. So you can kind of like set yourself up and actually be able to play the game if you got hand screwed, right? There's a lot of cool things it sounds like they're doing with the game, and it's gotten me to get my friend to grab me a deck. So I'm going to get the Diabolos brothers. They're, like I said earlier, they're a pair of American football dudes.
Wow.
And they're just like human bros.
Okay.
Like they're not monsters or anything, they're just dudes.
Okay.
And their whole thing is like smash that crit, baby. Hit them with that heavy duty attack. Crank that attack power up. A very straightforward deck. It looks cool. It's like the first time I've ever seen a TCG company be like, "We're sorry for taking your money." Yeah. Outside, like I think they did this because they realized they were losing a lot of ground, and card games outside of the big 3 in Japan, which I believe are Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, and Digimon right now. Outside of those games, you're really niche and you kind of have to cater to your audience. You can't just go buck wild and do whatever you want.
Yeah.
So I think they were realizing like, oh shit, we might actually kill Vanguard. So they reset it and they're trying something new. So that's sick.
Cool.
That's sick. Good on them. After that, everyone's favorite Guilty Gear character is back, Baiken, in Samurai Showdown.
That's a bummer.
I don't know. I'm kind of laughing over here watching all the Baiken kids cry.
Yeah, but wouldn't you want Baiken in Guilty Gear?
Yeah, it'd be cool.
No,
it would be
cool. It would be awesome.
It would be awesome. You're right. You're right.
No one's playing Samurai Showdown.
But I think I value other people's suffering over my happiness.
And you say I'm in the bad one here. Wow.
No, I'm just saying we're both bad. Right? And that's why we're friends.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I just think I value Twitter suffering over my own happiness.
Wow.
And
that's quotable. Okay.
And yeah, it's awesome. Samurai Showdown still continues to be a good game. I play it once in a while still.
How's the netcode?
Shut up. You shut your goddamn mouth. Play that shit local, baby.
Okay.
Now that COVID's over, play that shit at my friend's house. But yeah, still play Samurai Showdown. Still good. And it's cool to see Baiken in there because Baiken has as in your face as she seems, her playstyle is very defensive. She has a counter. She has a lot of spacing tools. Her cannon, which is like a combo finisher, pushes her back to the other side of the screen to reset your kind of defensive playstyle. She doesn't play like the character would suggest, and I think she's a perfect fit for Samurai Showdown. That's pretty cool. But in other Guilty Gear news, everyone's other favorite waifu is back, Jacko from Xrd.
Yes.
Jack O. I think in canon she like wants to be soul bad guys like girlfriend basically type of thing.
Body like that, of course she can be.
Course, damn, hot damn. But she's back, but her gameplay is drastically changed. So in Guilty Gear Xrd, Jacko was tower defense. And what I mean by that is that her whole gimmick, she would put down houses. And those houses would spawn minions. And if you didn't kill the houses, you had to play tower defense in a fighting game.
Oh, wow. That sounds annoying.
It's real annoying. And yeah, she was a plague. She was a plague for a while until Elfelt just started destroying that scene. But her whole setup here is different. She doesn't send out houses anymore. She just sends out minions directly.
Yeah.
But also she can like throw certain minions at other minions to make them do stuff. So you can have like minion 1 out mid-screen and then throw minion 2 at minion 1 to make it go the rest of the way and stuff like that.
Right.
It'll be really interesting to see how she plays in terms of setup, because the only other puppet character really is Eddie right now, and she kind of resembles that. It comes out August 27th for season pass holders, and then individual DLC for August 30th.
Okay.
But yeah, she looks cool. She looks really fun. I definitely want to try anybody at this point because I still haven't decided on a main.
Wow.
I haven't succumbed to Soul Bad Guy yet. And Gold Lewis is very fun, but has absolutely zero defensive options. It's kind of annoying.
Jacko looks like the type of character I would sim for, but I would hate playing.
Hell yeah.
Like, because watching that trailer, I'm like, oh, that's the exact play style that I hate.
That's every person who likes Baiken.
Oh.
They don't know how to play Baiken, but they love the design and they love her instant kill and stuff like that. So she looks really cool. I can't wait to see people getting their hands on her, and that I can get my hands on her.
Wow.
So we'll see. She looks very, very cool. After that, your favorite game, Cyberpunk 2077.
Okay.
Has a new patch. Has a new big patch. 1.3 came out.
Yeah.
Includes free DLC and glitch fixes for over 100 quests.
Whoa.
Coming to console, PC, and Stadia.
Whoa. Wow.
They're really trying to fix this game.
I can't wait to play this game again.
Yeah, I still don't know is it back up on PlayStation Store yet?
It is.
Oh, okay.
It is.
Yeah. This is getting closer and closer to a game I would buy.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to try this, but yeah, 1.3 is here. If you had the thing, go check it out. There's some more stuff. Quake Cons going on.
Oh,
and
yes, yes, yes.
they're re-releasing Quake
Yeah, they
in
are.
an upscaled original Quake in an
Yeah.
upscaled version for console and PC with crossplay. You can play offline multiplayer, uh, all kinds of stuff. You just play Quake. If you want to play Quake, you can
Mm-hmm.
do it.
Mm-hmm.
But the real thing, listen, the real announcement to come out of Quake Con so far,
Mm.
Skyrim Anniversary Edition, baby. It's been 10 years. You thought that shit was over. It is not.
I can't believe it.
There's a new version of Skyrim.
I can't believe that you can play this game on your Switch and your PS5.
I know.
Like,
I
what?
know.
And the differences must be so far
And
apart.
probably still on your Intel Core 2 Duo.
Oh my
god. So what the Anniversary Collection does is that it brings out more Skyrim. It's got the special edition of the game with the god rays and all the upgraded bullshit. But it also puts over 500 Creation Club, which was their paid mod scenario thing,
Yeah.
into the game like normal. Like it's just part of the game.
Yeah.
So currently, this will be on November 11th, 2001.
Yeah.
2021. That will be the ultimate way to play Skyrim.
Right.
And people who own the special edition can just pay an upgrade fee.
Right.
So they're making you pay for another version of this game again.
Wow. The balls.
Yeah, hopefully the rest of QuakeCon will have something to do with Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah, yeah.
But I doubt it.
Okay.
And then the last one I have is as someone who doesn't own any next gen consoles or current gen consoles at this point, the Xbox Series S and X keep bringing out reasons to take my money instead of Sony. And this new one is a new PlayStation 1 emulator called DuckStation. There's a great video by Modern Vintage Gamer. You can find it on YouTube. It's called DuckStation 4K PS1 emulator. Is awesome. And what this thing does is, because of the Xbox Series X and the S have the ability to go into developer mode. So basically any console can be used as a dev kit. You can sideload stuff onto this console. And this new DuckStation allows you to play PS1 games upscaled to 4K resolution.
Yes.
And not only that, it allows you to virtually overclock a PS1 processor so games play at 60 frames.
Yeah.
And they showed some really cool examples, like Chrono Cross opening. The Chrono Cross opening, that shit was like 17 frames max.
Yeah.
Overclock that shit 60 frames. Looks so nice. They also did it with Einhander, overclocking that stuff. Gran Turismo 2, that game's locked at 30, but it looks beautiful. The other one was I thought was pretty cool was texture fixing.
Yeah.
So on the PS1, textures don't really change with perspective. And so if you're looking at that shit on an angle, you're going to get really warped, jaggy textures because they're meant to be looked at kind of straight on. But this emulator has a option to just fix that. Like it'll change the texture to look proper no matter where you're looking at it. And they did that with Tomb Raider 2, which looks like dog shit. Oh my god. But this emulator looks fucking sick. And right now I'm just like, there's not really any exclusives on either platform that I'm jonesing to play.
Yeah. And
if I can just run any PS1 game I want at 4K native or like internal upscaling and stuff like that, like this seems like the way to be, dog. I don't know. Sony keeps not respecting their back catalog, so why not, dude? Why not play Tomb Raider on a fucking Xbox? Why not play Siphon Filter on an Xbox?
No.
You want to play Siphon Filter?
No.
Come on.
No.
All right. Yeah, it's cool. It's really cool. Highly recommended. It seems like it's kind of the pinnacle of PS1 emulation right now.
It seems pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And those are my picks. I think that's all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sure?
There was a Call of Duty thing.
Yeah. Vanguard.
It looked like Call of Duty, bro.
Certainly did.
World War II Call of Duty. There's a lot of explosions.
I know some of it was in footage and some of it was
pre-rendered. Yeah, I guess.
But it just looks like guys like World War II.
Yeah. Man, I was playing Call of Duty World War II earlier last month.
Okay.
The Call of Duty formula, man, it's so grating. Oh my god, I was trying to get through that shit. I'm just like, this is Call of Duty. I played this game on the PS2. Like,
you playing single player?
On Call of Duty on the PS. Yeah, I played like Call of Duty, like the original. I'm like, I've played this game before.
Yeah.
Right? This game is old as fuck.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I'm just kind of over it.
Yeah, there's things about the Call of Duty campaigns that like they have not changed that really upset me, where it's like every room is a kill box until you cross a certain
threshold line. Yeah,
and I'm
like,
and they make that threshold just the hardest line to cross. It's like, oh god, enough. But
yeah, here's a pick. I just got an email from Secret Labs. They have an LCS edition chair.
Okay, you gonna buy that?
No.
Okay,
that's about it.
Cool.
That's all I got.
All right, cool. So I will couple trailers. We'll start with the big movie one. I think it's going to be the big Marvel movie for the year. It's Marvel's Eternals, their last trailer before the release has come and shown itself. And we got the closest look ever to what the Eternals is going to be, and it looks to be a big team-up movie with lots of cosmic stuff happening.
I swear I saw Galactus in there.
You might have.
It looked like him.
You might have. So the Eternals, of course, being the humanoid race created by the Celestials.
Yes.
The Celestials being another sort of... I don't know what the Celestials are, to be honest. I just know that they were there at the beginning of time.
Is that like... Is the Watcher a Celestial?
I can't remember. But anyways, the Celestials went to Earth. And
there you go.
What?
The Celestials are powerful extraterrestrial cosmic beings. This alien race has influenced key events in human history for mysterious and unclear reasons. They are responsible for key human evolutionary events such as the genetic offshoot of races of the Eternals and the Deviants, as well as the creation of the X gene.
Yeah, so basically what's happened is they went to Earth, and back when humans were still in their, like, I don't want to say proto-human state, but like mid-evolution, they did some experiments on them, and they made two different races. One was the Eternals, and the other ones were the Deviants. The Deviants are like, we'll just say the bad guys.
Yeah.
The demon stuff.
They're meanies.
Yeah.
They're big old meanies.
The Eternals look like humans, only they have powers and they live long. Like I think in some iterations they are immortal. I can't remember. But their genes on Earth are the reasons why mutations and superheroes exist on Earth.
Yep.
Okay, that's basically what they are. I don't know what this movie is going to center around. Like, it's probably going to be like the fight between the Eternals and the Deviants. How exactly that comes about, I don't know. But they do say like, or they say in the trailer, they mention all the big Marvel moments, and then they do ask the question like, why did you not interfere and help? And like they've been told not to interfere. So I'm sure it's going to be...
It's very Star Trek.
Yeah, like I want to know how they're going to spin that story to make it just be worthwhile. Like, how are you going to introduce this set of characters now, 10 years after all of this shit, and be like, by the way, they were just always here on the sidelines.
They were just
like,
chilling.
Yeah, like that has to be like, there has to be some sort of compelling reason for you to understand that. So
that's... No, there doesn't.
No, there has to be. Otherwise, you just it's like you undermine the whole thing.
All right, Vince, what if I told you
comics? Yeah, I don't know. So I look forward to watching it. It seems like it's going to be cool. And then we had the trailer for Star Wars Visions.
Bro, it looks so cool, but I'm so checked out.
Why?
I'm not gonna watch this on my own. Why? I'm down to watch this for a review, but I don't care about Star Wars, dude.
Well, bro, this is not even Star Wars. This is just animated.
I saw lightsabers.
So that's the thing, right? Like, as cool as this trailer looks, and my god, it looks awesome.
It looks sick.
I'm a little disappointed that all 7 or 9 Japanese studios said, "What Star Wars story do you want to tell? The one with lightsabers."
Dude, it's Japan. They want to tell the story with swords.
I know, but like I was like, why am I surprised? Like, this is the first time they have access to the Star Wars franchise. Of course they're gonna pick the one with the swords and the Force.
The Doi.
But like, I just thought one of them. I thought that bunny one. I'm like, no way that gets a lightsaber. Yeah. She gets a lightsaber.
Her hilt's probably a carrot.
I know. Like, I was just hoping one of them would, like, I don't know, do something else. But
poor naive Vince.
Because like, even in the one where it has like the Macross missiles and like the robo suits, there's still a lightsaber there. In fact, I think it's a staff with like 7 and it spins like an umbrella. So I don't know.
There's a lightsaber whip in there.
Yeah, the final scene on this trailer is like, what is that?
Yeah.
Like
some tentacle shit.
Yeah, it wraps around another lightsaber.
It's like, oh.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it looks cool. I can't wait. It's I think next month. I have not subbed to Disney Plus yet, so I think I'm gonna wait for this, and then I'm just gonna shotgun everything.
Do it,
because I haven't seen any of the Marvel stuff. Probably the biggest news in the video game world, though, was that
I already said it's Quake remixed.
no. The Pokemon Company had a stream outlining their holiday lineup of games.
Yeah.
The first one was we got a closer look at Pokemon remake Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. To be honest, I can't remember. Was it Ruby and Sapphire the remake prior to this? It had to have been, maybe. But I don't know what that game looked like, and I can't tell if Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl is in the same vein or if it actually is upgraded. Is it like more...
Okay, so the remakes were in 2004. It was Fire Red and Leaf Green.
No, I know what the remakes are. I just don't know, like, if the games look like this.
No, so the last one was Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire on the 3DS.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So yeah, this is a new... So then I guess Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl definitely look like a notable upgrade.
Oh, I guess like Let's Go Pikachu counts and Let's Go Eevee counts because they're remakes of 1.
I forgot about
Gen
that.
1.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Didn't they have the Pokeball controller?
They did. Yeah, I forgot about that. That was like the baby Pokemon game.
Yeah, it's for fucking babies.
I should have bought that.
If you played that game, you're a baby.
I hope so. Bring back my childhood. But Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. This was the first set of Pokemon games that I bought. I remember back in the day that I didn't complete.
Oh, really?
Like, this was the era where I was like, I think I'm done.
That's so early.
What?
Yeah.
How's it early?
I think the first one I did was black and white.
Is that the generation just after this?
Yeah.
Wow. So early.
So early, Vince.
Yeah, this is the one where I checked out. And I have not completed a Pokemon since.
Damn.
Which is sad, because I really was looking forward to Sword and Shield, and I still don't have it.
I bought Ultra Sun, and I still didn't finish that.
Oh my god.
Yeah. There was like some bullshit where you had to like surf on a Mantike in between islands, but it wasn't like surf. It was like a mini game where you had to like do Tony Hawk tricks.
Oh.
And I was like, I'm fucking over this.
You're like, no thank you.
No thank you. I played Kelly Slater's Pro Surfer. I'm out of here.
Yeah. But this game looks good as far as remakes are concerned. This one looks wicked. Will I buy it? No. Do I care? No.
But you know what? You should buy it.
What?
To keep sealed.
Oh, God.
And then you could, like, in 10 years, resell it for like quadrubajillion its price.
No. I guess the only good thing about this game is that it's on the Switch. So we're finally done with the 3DS and their Pokemon games. That said, when this trailer played, I was like, is this a 3DS game?
It looks like a 3DS.
Because it doesn't look like super impressive. It definitely looks like a handheld game. So I don't know. But yeah, that's that. The, I guess, more important one is we have so Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, that's November 19th, I think?
Yes.
The next one is we have a release date and more footage of Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Yeah.
That's launching January 22nd.
This game,
28th, 2022.
This game looks like a Pokemon game that should have came out on the GameCube.
Yeah. Holy smoke. So, like, I know you always bring up, like, the whole, like, art style over raw hardware.
Yeah.
And, like, for the most part, I do agree with you. But there does come a limit to that, where, like, if you don't have a certain threshold of hardware, no art style is gonna hide it.
Okami begs to differ.
No. But because this game has the same art style as Breath of the Wild, but you can tell there's like it is like on its last legs.
Yeah.
Like low res textures, just low res everything. The world is sparse. They have a lot of like. It's supposed to be, I guess, like epic scenery shots.
Yeah.
But the problem is the draw distance is so narrow and close that there's like a bunch of trees in your cone of vision, and then in the distance there's nothing.
Yep.
And I almost wonder if they had to do this sort of like ancient timeline version of Pokemon, because if they were to do a modern day one with sprawling cities and stuff, if they just couldn't, I guess,
fit everything.
Yeah, or meet their own expectations. But the game is not like any other Pokemon game in the sense that there is no gyms and stuff.
So there is no gyms.
There might be, and there's going to be trainers, but that's not the point of the game. The point of the game is you are trying to assemble the first Pokedex.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so it's literally just an exploration game.
Yeah.
Which, as a concept, I'm down.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like it showed you like just fighting and capturing and stuff, and like it all seems super cool. Yeah, like as much as I want to shit on the fact that this game looks like ass, and I wish that there was another Switch or something, I will definitely check it out. Yeah, it looks cool. Like, I rarely pick up my Switch, and I pick it up even less now that I don't have to like commute to work.
Yeah.
But this makes me want to pick it up again.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's Pokemon Arceus.
You can get attacked by Pokemon.
Sure can.
That was the one wild thing I thought.
Yeah, but did you see there's no like health bar or anything?
Yeah, okay, maybe I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. Like maybe you can faint, all right? Maybe it's just still, even though it's coming out in like 6 months, even though maybe there's still some work that needs to be done.
Yeah.
But I think obviously the graphics aren't carrying this game, so the gameplay is really gonna make or break this thing. And if it is like there are no repercussions to anything you do type of deal.
Yeah.
I'm checked out. I'm gone.
Yeah.
Right. If an Ursaring claws at me 5 times and I don't die, like I don't give a shit anymore. Like I'm out.
Yeah, I mean they also have their own sort of like area specific variants of Pokemon.
Yeah. They had a weird Growlithe that was like decked out in hair.
However, because this is ancient prehistoric thing, I'm pretty sure half of these things are going to go extinct.
Yeah. This will be the whatever region, the Nippon region.
Yeah, the beginning. They also had like a thing of like your Pokemon have different styles. There's like stronger style, agile style.
Oh yeah, those like special moves and stuff.
Yeah. You can ride your Pokemon across the field. So yeah, can't wait to see more. But I am cautiously optimistic. I guess that's the term I'm gonna go with.
Yeah.
So yeah, looks neat.
It looks fresh, which is what I want from Pokemon. Like I wanted to buy the new Switch ones or whatever.
Sword and Shield?
Yeah, Sword and Shield, but I was just like, this is just the same thing I've been playing since I was 8.
Yeah, I still gotta try Sword and Shield.
And honestly, I was replaying through Red and Blue like earlier this year. Still fine.
How much is Sword and Shield?
I bet it's full price still.
I think you're right, because like, why would it be?
It's a Nintendo game.
You know, that game is really old, isn't it?
It's a couple years old now.
Like almost 2 years old this holiday.
Maybe.
Because I remember I bought it for someone as a gift, and it was like $90.
Yeah, $78.
Wow. Okay. No, bad.
Bad video game. Bad.
Oh, of course, Sword is more popular. Of course.
Yeah.
I always wanted the Shield one though, because that lion.
Well, he's got a sword dog.
Yeah, but that's just the Gao lion.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You know, when you're right, you're right.
Exactly. Finally. Yeah, that's it for my picks, I think. I don't think I have anything else.
Okay. What'd you do in your week?
I did quite a couple things. So, Clarkson's Farm. I finished that.
Yeah.
All 8 episodes. What a good show.
How farming is the farm?
It is 100% farm.
Damn.
It is so farm.
Okay.
I can't really say much to it. Like, there's no spoilers or anything. It's like how much do you want to watch a guy who knows, yeah, basically who knows nothing about farming has to farm? Like he doesn't have a choice, and he farms through COVID, and like that's just it. He farms through Brexit. That's it.
That seems pretty good.
Yeah, it's good to watch. The cast of characters they have are great.
But the one cast of character.
Well, he has a couple like people going around. And,
okay.
It definitely it shows that like I am so far removed from the type of people that are on this show that like I cannot relate.
What are they just like rich or
no? Like he's like so obviously Jeremy Clarkson's rich and he's new to this, so like I guess that's what the audience is.
mm-hmm.
But the people that help him are like they've only ever lived in this community. Like they haven't left this community.
Yeah.
And so like they're so pro at this job. But then he sends one of them to like London, and the kid is just terrified out of his mind.
Oh, like in the city?
Yeah, like he's like, I can't do this. Can you go to the restaurant and sell the wasabi? He's like, excuse me. He's like, yeah, it's fine, just do it. What and the kid is terrified.
Okay.
So like, there's just things like that. You know, he has to.
That sounds pretty fun.
He has to kill his lamb. You know, he has to.
You're on a farm. You got to do what you got to do.
His boy lamb dies from too much sex. You know, things like
too much fucking.
Yeah.
Damn,
like,
what a Chad.
He has to go and like all 70 of his lamb are having are giving birth, and he has to like be there for that.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I didn't realize you have to reach up in there and pull it out.
Yeah.
Right. And then the first one he does, he reaches into the ass instead of the vagina, the vag.
Whoop.
So it's
whoops.
like, whoops, wrong hole.
My bad.
Yeah, so...
You know, we all been there. Wrong hole. Sometimes it happens.
How did I get in there?
Whoops.
But yeah, no, it's I've been liking it a lot. It's pretty cool. The other show I watched was The Boys season 2. So
did you finish it?
I'm almost done it. I have I got half an episode left to finish. I meant to finish it today, but I ended up in a meeting that I couldn't get out of, and then yeah. But season 2 is wicked because season 1 there's a clear goal. Like there's a clear like without spoiling anything, like we have to save somebody,
mm-hmm.
and that's season 1.
Yeah.
Season 2 is it's the motivations for all the characters aren't as clear cut anymore,
mm-hmm.
and so you're wondering why they're doing this now. And this happens on both sides, right? Like, and it really sort of like fucks with who you're siding with now.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of really gory shit happens. There's one guy who has a super dick.
What?
Like his dick is literally like tentacles from hentai.
What the fuck?
Yeah, but he uses it in combat.
Oh my god.
So yeah, it's interesting.
Ew.
They play.
His name is Love Sausage.
Yes.
Oh my god. Yes. Disgusting.
Yes. There is like, I don't know if this is in the comics or if this is because it's 2021 and like it's the kind of stuff that we're all about, but this show is very modern and it has a very good commentary on like modern society.
Okay.
And they try and pull like this whole like oh, you're the first gay hero. That's great with the audience. Like that, we need that, right? And so they make a whole marketing campaign, and like one of the lines is like the superhero saves a person, and that person's like, "Oh, you're like amazing. You're like this, you're that," and the hero's like, "No, I'm just like you. I'm gay."
and you're like really out of touch with marketing. Yeah.
Okay, and like that's the line, and you're like, "Holy!"
That's really funny.
Yeah, like when that line was said, I was like, "This is incredible." And then they're like, "Well, listen, we need, now that you're a gay couple superhero, like we need you to be more of like the clear man and you to be the woman, because audiences only like gay couples when one's clearly a man and one's a woman, right? Kind of like the Ellen and Portia relationship.
Okay.
Right? And they have like quick little subtle lines, like that kind of stuff that's very interesting. Gets very culty with certain churches and religion.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's something for everyone here. Like there's so much complexity to the show that's it makes it a worthwhile
and
watch.
This is I assume is still following the comic.
Yeah.
And like that comic came out when? Like 10, 12 years ago or something?
Yeah.
Like,
so
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's good. It's wicked. So I'm kind of sad that like I only have like half an episode left, because I think season 3 just wrapped up filming, or
okay.
Yeah, so it might not be around till, I don't know, January. So
all right.
See about that. But otherwise, wicked show. And then one night I was like, okay, I gotta check out this other anime. I watched Shaman King.
Oh,
On
I heard about that.
Netflix.
The classic. The classic.
It. I guess how much do you like Shaman King?
I remember liking Shaman King.
If you like Shaman King, you will like the new Shaman
what?
King.
Are you telling me that if I like the original Shaman King?
Yeah, I was like, damn, this is like the original, just better.
Yeah.
In every single way. Like Amita Maru is still cool as fuck.
Yeah.
Yo is still so chill. So chill.
He's honestly, he's like he should be the face of like Vaporwave.
Yeah.
Or like some like chill beats to study and relax too.
Yeah. Yo Asakura, like growing up, I was like, yeah, he's my favorite of the pro tags.
He's
because he's just because he's so chill.
Yeah. Oh, Midamaru, that's cool. Don't worry about it, bud.
He's like, I got you.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
It's like, I'm getting beat on. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So I only watched like 2 episodes, but it's definitely hitting the nostalgia, the strings on me. So I'm super into that.
Right.
I'll probably check it out slowly over time. I got some other things to go through. Outer Worlds update. I'm about halfway through that game. That game it's interesting. I really love it. It is definitely Fallout meets Mass Effect in a Firefly world. However, the reasons I love it, I think, are the reasons why most people probably won't.
Which is
in that if you like the game, like at a glance looks like Fallout, but people who love Fallout, yeah, and they probably love it because you want that like open world, do whatever I want, whole bunch of things and content and systems to maneuver.
Yeah,
this doesn't have that.
I've heard this game is like instanced, I guess.
Yeah, it's like Fallout Light. Okay. So like you lose a lot of like there isn't just a quest everywhere you go, right? And it is 100% way more story driven than Fallout.
That sounds pretty cool.
So like the good news is it has like no bugs.
Yeah.
Like the game runs
tight.
It runs flawlessly.
Like
you're not going to get, there might be like one thing here or there, but like it's not a Fallout Skyrim style. You got to worry about your save every now and then.
This sounds great. This sounds awesome.
So yeah, so like I mean, like I like it for that reason, right? It's tighter. I think the main story the main story I think is only like 12 hours. The average playtime is about 25, and the completionist run is like 40.
That sounds great.
So like it's not a huge investment. Like it's still a good chunk of time. I'm about 15 hours in, so like I know I'm past the halfway point. And it's been a lot of fun. It gets very political. There's no good or bad. Like any good story should be. It's all about perspective and who you want to side. Yeah. So like I'm having a lot of fun with that. Companion quests are cool. The gunplay is awesome, and yeah, playing on the PS5.
Does it have like a VATS system type of deal?
So it doesn't have VATS, but you can slow down time.
Ooh.
And if you slow down time and you take out your gun and shoot, depending on the part of the body you shoot, you'll do a certain status effect. So like if you give someone a headshot, if it doesn't kill them, it blinds them.
Ooh.
Right? You can shoot humans in the legs and it will cripple them, and then they crawl at you with guns. Right?
Nice.
You can shoot their arms out, right? Or like in some instances you can just straight up execute if you know the weak spot on a certain thing. But then of course you'd have different type of ammo types and whatnot. Like there's a really good upgrade system for your weapons. So like I tend to run with plasma, so that thing kind of burn.
Yeah.
Or shock for if we have to fight machines. Then you have like just powers, right? Like you just have like your regular companion powers, and they can like run up and do AoE or like instance or like instant sniper kills. Like they have those abilities. I have one character that's just a robot.
Okay.
And you can't upgrade him, or like you can't give him different weapons. He has his own built-in shit.
So you have to upgrade the robot?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's pretty cool, and he has this ability to like cannonball from anywhere on the map.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, and then he just like sprays acid, and you're like, well,
they're dead.
Yeah. So yeah, it's not a hard game, and I am having a lot of fun.
It sounds like it's more it's about really experiencing the different things that the game can offer, rather than like figure out your gameplay style and stick with it.
Yeah, right? Like they definitely have like this is clearly like if Obsidian was like, we have to make Fallout the way that Bethesda wants it envisioned, but if we had our way, what would we do?
Yeah.
And that's what they've done. And I think I just align more with this style of game.
Yeah, because even in Fallout, like, well, especially in Oblivion,
yeah,
like, sneak bow. Like that's the build.
Yeah.
Right? And the thing is like you're rewarded for constantly using that build. But what this game sounds like we have a lot of shit. Use it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Like my character is built into 100% engineering and dialogue.
Yeah.
So like,
but it doesn't sound like because of that you're
Yeah.
locked out of like heavy weapons. You're just gonna use them badly.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Like I can still do everything. You're right. And like this game has when you build out your character stats, you can build out like certain perks that you want to be better. But you can also like give yourself negative penalties.
Okay.
And I saw one where it's like your character's intelligence, and like I put mine like as like whatever the max was.
Mm-hmm.
But I saw you can put it all the way to like stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And when it comes to dialogue options, your character will just have dumb dialogue options.
Oh, you could do that in New Vegas as well.
Yeah, so like it was really cool.
You could make a dude who's 10 strength and 0 int. And then like you can't talk with people because you're fucking stupid.
Yeah, like it's really cool, like those kind of little things you have. And when you're going through the game, depending on how you play, you can get certain how can I put it? Not diseases, but like types of debuffs permanently.
Oh.
At the cost of giving you more stat points.
Okay.
So like so what happened was I kept jumping off high places.
Mm-hmm.
Not dying, but like eventually it gave me like some sort of phobia of heights.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like dexterity down 1. Increased damage, fall damage 10%. But at the cost of giving me more perk points to put into my build.
Oh, nice.
But like it works like that with everything, depending on how you play, and they come up randomly.
That's cool.
Right? So like one was like arachnophobia. Right? So like you get extra damage from spiders, right?
But you get something.
But you get something in return.
Yeah.
So then you could choose if you want to take it on.
Yeah.
Like so it's pretty cool. I hope to have it done within the next week or two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's good. Then I played the Tales of Arise demo because I've been
you played a lot of video games. I'm proud of you.
I've been looking forward to Tales of Arise for like, when was it announced? Like a year and a half ago?
Yeah.
And there's a demo out on the PlayStation. I think on whatever. Definitely play it on a next gen console if you can.
Yeah.
Because you can prioritize frame rate and graphics.
Mm-hmm.
There's no difference in visual quality, but frame rate gives you 60.
Yeah.
Man, playing that game at 60 frames is wicked.
I only played one Tales game and I hated it.
Okay. Well, yes, it's a Tales game. Like
I played Zillia and I did not like it.
You don't like the combat?
I just didn't like the game in general.
Oh, okay.
Like the story was boring.
Okay.
Combat was whatever.
Well, I can't tell you about the story, but I can tell you about the combat system, and the combat system is pretty cool.
All right.
It is definitely you hop into a random battle, but then it is like it's not turn based, right? It's Tales. Yeah. It's combos and things, and then
you're in a dome.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Thunderdome.
But I think this is the first Tales game where they do the Final Fantasy X situation where you can switch out your party members mid fight.
Oh, sick.
So like if you find that like,
can I tag them mid combo?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
If like say you have a tag combo that requires 2 characters, but one of those characters isn't in the fight, you can still do it, and they'll pop in and do it with you. So it's pretty cool. There's 6 characters you could choose from to play, and I think that's basically the whole game's party. But they let you play all of them to see which one you like.
Nice.
The 2 main characters are the guy with a sword and the girl with a gun.
Are you what?
Yeah.
Guy with a sword.
Yeah.
Japan.
So the guy with the sword, his gimmick is he can't feel pain.
Nice.
So he can do all these wicked attacks. The girl's gimmick is she can't touch anybody because she has the curse of explosive touch.
But how could she hold a gun?
Huh?
How could she hold a gun?
So I guess her gun is special to her.
Oh, okay. And she creates the explosion within the gun, or
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And but she teams with the guy because the guy can't feel pain, and gives him explosive sword.
Nice.
And so that's their tag team sort of duo.
That's cool.
The character I like playing was the Knight Lady because she has a giant shield and a mace, and she hits things. But her tag team with someone else is basically she has a stone on the other side of her shield that becomes a giant sword, like screen wide, and then she just slashes through things.
Yeah.
And then of course you have like the mages and like the guy who does martial arts. It's a Tales game, but it's the first Tales game that makes me feel like, oh, this is finally a Tales game that isn't from the PS2 era. You know how like when you played Zillia and stuff, like like it looks nicer, but it feels like this is from a bygone era.
Yeah.
This is definitely I feel like this is a JRPG that's finally caught up with the times.
Okay.
I don't think it's fully there, but it's pretty close, and I look forward to playing it on sale.
You know what they need to remake or make another one of?
What?
Eternal Sonata.
Did you like that?
I like that game.
I think a lot of people like that game.
I like that game.
I can't remember if I beat it.
That was Tales-esque, right?
Very.
Yeah.
Very. That was. I think that came out before a major Tales game hit the console era at that time.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that was a good game.
Going to Beethoven's dreams, baby.
Yeah. All right, next game on my list.
Damn, still video games.
I played Art of Rally.
Oh, this game's hard.
This game is hella hard. So I was like, okay, I need to stop playing on my racing rig because I'm like, I just need a break, but I want to stay racing. I want to do something else. I want something chill.
Yeah.
So I put in Art of Rally.
The Zen Rally game.
I'm like, this ain't Zen. This ain't Zen. Like, it's cool. Like, I love the art style. I think that they've nailed the idea of picking historic rally cars and whatnot and stuff. And when you look at it, you're like, this has got to be easy.
Yeah, this looks chill.
It is not easy. I've been playing on the controller on my PC, and I'll tell you what, I tried to max everything. I couldn't do it.
Wow.
Like, well, at least I couldn't do it for my standards. So,
well, like 4K something.
Yeah, like if the minute it dipped below 60 frames, I was like, nah, I can't.
It's not. I guess this isn't a GPU game. This must be like a CPU RAM game.
No, it is GPU, but the thing is because it's always instanced, right? Or not instant, but like it's procedurally generated as you go through.
So it's not just taking the graphics, it's also processing it on the back end.
Yeah,
okay,
right. And like if you put more stuff in the thing, but it's wicked. I think it's wicked.
It looks nice.
I think the cool decision that they made is that you just have to complete the rally to beat the game.
You don't have to like get X amount of points or
because you just complete it. The cool thing is every time you go into a rally game or a rally stage, it's all randomized, right? Mm-hmm. So you can't choose, so that's fun. However, if you get first, then you unlock a special livery for your car.
Oh, okay.
Like that's the only thing. But otherwise, if you just want to get through the game, you can just play. It doesn't matter if you're first, last. You'll get there.
Okay.
I guess the weird part is how the game starts up. Mm-hmm. Some Buddha comes and talks to you and says, "Hey."
I'm sorry, what? Drifts Buddha?
He shows up and says, "Hey, we live in a world where Group B cars never got canceled, and now there's Group Supercar Rally,
and everyone's dying,
and so you have to work your way up, and it's
okay,
it's wild." Yeah, I'm playing on controller. I don't think this is a good game for the keyboard. I don't think it.
What if it's a better game for the keyboard?
I don't know. I want to try it with the wheel. I want to see what happens.
You haven't?
No.
Oh wow. Okay.
So we'll see. Because I don't know if it has support. It just says keyboard controller.
Yeah. Well, isn't the wheel like keyboard inputs? And the wheel could just like the actual motion of the wheel could be analog translation.
I don't know.
We'll see.
The one tip I'll say is if you don't have a PC, the other opportunity is to play it on the Switch, but don't play it on the Switch.
Is it not?
It is not good. It doesn't run really well. So
if it's not running on your like what 3070,
like it runs fine. Like it runs like totally good.
But if you can't max it, then
yeah, like the frame rate dips between 30 and 60. So like, yeah. But then again, I am running it on like a very high resolution. So
yeah.
That's probably the issue. I'm sure if I just knocked it down
to 1080,
yeah, it'd be fine. But I'm not like that.
I don't want to live that life.
No, I don't. I've moved on. And then the final game I played, or we all played.
Oh yeah, we did.
Splitgate.
Dude, Splitgate's sick.
Splitgate is wicked. Yo, you like Halo?
I do like Halo.
Do you like Portal?
I do like Portal.
What if I put them both together?
I'd say, listen, you mad lad modder, I don't believe you. You couldn't do it.
Well, they did it. And it's awesome. Yeah, it is basically Halo with portals, so exactly what it sounds like. You shoot a portal to a wall, you go into that portal. And you shoot another portal. You have an exit entrance portal. And man, it just makes arena shooters way more of a mindfuck.
Yeah.
When you're playing. Shooting feels pretty good. Level design's pretty neat. I think the thing that's genius about this game is you can't just shoot a portal anywhere.
Yes.
They have designated areas.
Portal sections.
Yeah, and that's what makes the game good.
Though some maps, though, I don't know, man.
Yeah, some maps are just ridiculous. there's something to it that I can't put my finger on it, but something about it just doesn't feel like I feel like it's missing something, and I don't know what it is.
Grenades.
Is that what it is?
Like, so the only grenades in this game are used to close enemy portals.
Yeah.
So there are no grenades for damaging.
Yeah.
But also, that means it really incentivizes your team just rolling as a death ball.
That's true.
And I've been watching streamers like who are really good at FPSs play this game. That's all they're doing.
Oh, really?
They roll as a death ball and they just mow people down because there's no AoE threat other than a rocket launcher.
Yeah, and
if
it's spawnable.
And it's a spawn, and so if you can control the spawn, you're Gucci.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do yeah. I kind of wish like you can tell this is like an indie game. Like this is not a. I would love to see this game with like a AAA budget.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. That'd be fantastic. I'd love it. I'd love it.
Like, but it does kind of make me wonder. Like, man, Halo Infinite's coming out. Am I gonna like that as much as I'm liking Splitgate?
Yo, you can grab onto ledges in the new one.
That's true. That's true.
But Splitgate is super, super, super cool.
Yeah.
It's in beta still right now. Yeah. It's free to play.
It's crossplay.
Yeah. Smoking those controller users, except for that one time. But we don't. Talk
they smoked us.
We don't talk about that time.
Yeah, I think if anything, it's really highlighted that I am older because this is the kind of game I could have played for like 6 hours straight when I was younger. But now it's like I can only do a couple rounds.
Really?
Yeah.
For me, it's just like I've played this game, so that's why I don't play it for a billion hours or whatever.
Yeah, but maybe that's part of it. Like I don't know. I guess like it's great when you roll around for like an hour or two, and then after that I gotta go.
Yeah.
I just gotta switch it up.
Yeah. I think like when the Modern Warfare 2 days, like those games were fresh. Those games were new, right? Like that whole style of game. When Halo came out, that shit was new. But now we're on like Halo 25, Call of Duty 37.
Yeah.
And like while it's cool to go back to like classic Halo style multiplayer, even if it has portals, I think the one thing this game suffers from is that it is a new combination of things that are old.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. I do like some of the design decisions though of not being able to see through enemy or teammate portals.
Yeah, that's great.
That's fantastic. Being able to run through enemy portals. So if you just want to take the gamble and just go through it, like that's so cool.
You ever just shoot through an enemy portal?
Yeah, I'll kill people. Yeah, you play SWAT, just BR that shit head level.
Yeah, this game is for some reason I forgot that you have a melee in this game.
It's useless.
Yeah,
it doesn't like even if you melee someone from behind, I don't think it insta kills them.
Yeah, because that was like the trick in Halo, right? Like
get behind them.
Yeah.
Hit him with the needler.
Yeah.
Because you're a kid and you're like, the needler melee does more damage because it has needles in it.
Yeah, so I don't know, but it's so cool. I wish there was like a bit more money thrown at this game.
Yeah.
To give it
it's simple in a good way, but also like it doesn't keep your attention that long. Like even if you've played these things before.
Even their like battle pass progression thing, like I don't really care. Mm-hmm. Right? It is. You're right. Grenades, but I also feel like there's something fundamental about this game that I think it needs for me to latch onto it, and I don't know what it is.
Skins.
No.
Holiday skins.
No. No.
Diva crossover.
No. But I think that was my week.
Okay. So yeah, I also played Splitgate. We talked about that. The other thing I've been doing is I've been watching Invincible on your recommendation.
Did you finish it?
I did not.
Oh my!
I did not.
How far did you get?
I'm gonna open up right now.
There's 8 episodes.
I got to episode 5. I'm like halfway through episode 5.
Episode 5.
So episode 4 ended with homie going to Mars.
Oh yeah.
And then episode 5 is called That Actually Hurt. And so far it's been following
Mark?
No, it's been following the dude who turns into stone. And he did tasks to pay off his loan, but then the guy who paid off his loan is like, "You're too useful. I'm not letting you go."
Yeah.
Right? And so I'm kind of figuring out what's going on with that character. But so far, show's good. Show's real good. Favorite character? Cecil.
Who is
government guy with the fucked up face?
Oh, and he can teleport.
He can teleport.
Yeah.
He's great. Cecil, you missed a spot. I didn't. once you've grown up enough to be as good as the previous generation, maybe I'll clean it. And then he just teleports away. I'm like, Cecil, you motherfucker. Like, you bad motherfucker.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. He's no Omni-Man, but he's pretty cool.
Yeah, so here's the thing so far.
Uh-huh.
Omni-Man's evil.
No!
I don't know what you're talking about. Omni-Man's not evil. This dude's evil. What are you talking about?
Okay, I'll admit, up to this point, you've seen Omni-Man do one thing, and he's been in a bed otherwise.
Yeah, he's done one psychotic thing that's insane, and then he's tricked every single person he loves and cares about, seemingly.
When you put it like that, yeah, I can see why you might think he's a villain.
Yeah, like just because you're nice to the person, you're not trying to like ruin this whole facade you have going on, doesn't make you not a psychopath.
Oh, I'm so sad that you didn't finish it because I'm sure episode 8 you would have been just like I know you would have things to say.
All right, I'm gonna finish it by next week, but so far, he evil.
He's good.
He evil. But the show is fantastic. I get what you and Blake were talking about last week. Whenever they say the word invincible, it cuts to the title screen.
It's so stupid.
It's
right?
hilarious. It's pretty funny. I don't know.
So stupid.
It is dumb, but it's also pretty funny.
But like the way they cut it in is like it's like immediate.
It's a jarring,
yeah,
right? They don't even let
like,
him say the word.
You're like, yeah, because like it doesn't even follow the cadence of the sentence. Yeah, it's just there,
and you never know when it's gonna come.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that might be the most terrifying thing about the show.
It's a horror movie, if I'm saying anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, so far it's good. The gore is used tastefully.
Yeah.
Yeah. When it is used, but
well, you saw episode 1, so yeah.
But even beyond episode 1, there's dudes who get their shit kicked in.
Has Mark gotten beat up yet?
No. Okay. No, he hasn't. The school bully tried to beat him up after his powers awakened.
Yeah.
And then he just stood there, and then then the guy got scared. And he's like, "Oh, he didn't flinch." So yeah. It's good. I'll continue watching it. I'm sure I'll have something to say once I finish it.
Yeah.
Other than that, I've been playing Nier Replicant version 1.22474487139. ...
Yes.
The full title. This is Nier. This is Nier 1. If you're looking for Platinum Games level combo stuff, it's not here because they remade this game very faithfully. I didn't really have any problems with the game beforehand. It's a very simple, like a God of War-esque hack and slash.
Okay.
Light, heavy are your go-to combos. You get different weapons and stuff like that. But as I slowly remember certain things in Nier Original, part of me is just like, I think I like Nier Original better than Automata. Because they do things with gameplay where Nier Automata does it as well. They'll play around with stuff where it's like, okay, I'm playing the one character's whole subsystem is a bullet hell.
Yeah.
Right? I play a shoot 'em up. But Nier does that without really giving a shit about the player's enjoyment of the game.
And that's why you like it?
And I kind of like that. Like, it's this unbridled creative
You
vision.
know what you sound like right now, right?
What?
You're like, I like this because it's just hard and it's...
No, so that's the thing. It's not hard.
Okay.
It changes fundamentally what the game is. So there are certain instances in the game. I'll give you an example of the Hidden Forest. Okay. This is like a couple hours into the game. And so far, you've been going to different tile sets, like deserts, forests, or whatever. And you've been hacking and slashing. You've been doing your thing.
Yeah.
But when you get into the forest, the haunted forest, the game slowly and like kind of, it sneaks up on you a little bit. It turns it into a visual novel.
Oh.
Right? So this one section of the game, this enchanted forest, you don't beat it by hacking and slashing. You beat it by doing visual novel puzzles. And stuff like that. Like, if you choose the wrong is like, one of them is like, this person, they're all trapped in a dream world. So instead of going into their dream and fighting, you read their dream.
Yeah.
And the narrator is in control of the people in there. And your book, Weiss, is cognizant of the fact that they're in a visual novel because they're in the person's dream, and if you don't listen to the narrator, you're not going to continue the story type of thing. They're very fourth wall about it.
Yeah.
And like one of the characters' dreams was described as an endless maze in a flooding castle, and you have to pick directions to go, which halls to go down, west, east, whatever. And if you go the wrong direction, you get the bad end and you drown and you die, and you start back at the checkpoint. In other cases, there is the one I just got to is I went into a haunted manor, or just a manor so far. But the more you go up the hill to this manor, the more the color gradient disappears from the game, eventually until it turns into monotone. And when you get into the mansion, this specific area has Resident Evil style locked camera.
Oh, wow.
Right? And so when you go into different sections of the house, it flips the camera at certain instances, and it changes the way the game plays.
That's cool.
In certain instances. And
was that how the original was?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was. And I think that was one of the reasons why I was like, I want people to play this game, right? I'm happy that people are playing Automata now, and it's super popular. But now that even Replicant didn't get as much fanfare as Automata did.
This game came out
this
April.
year. Yeah, it came out this year.
Oh yeah, it kind of just came and gone.
Yeah, it was a critic darling. You can see there 10s out of 10s, 90s out of 100s, and stuff like that. But like the fan base didn't pick up on it, and I'm like, bro, like this is the one. This is the game. This is Yoko Taro Unbound. And unlike Kojima, where sometimes when he's off his rocker, he's gonna make some weird art house shit. Yoko Taro plays with the concepts of video games. Well, like one of those things is video games always attempt to make the game as seamless as possible for the player, right?
Yeah.
There is a town in the game where their whole community is set on a history of hundreds of thousands of rules, and they have to abide by those rules no matter what. And you have to remember every single rule. And one of the rules when you enter the town is none of the merchants will sell you anything unless you go on a tour of the town.
Right.
And in the original game, you met this like little kid version character of a townsperson, and they took you on this long fucking thing of the town, and it kind of like immersed you into the world more.
Yeah.
Right. Whereas modern video games it'd be a joke. It'd be like a cutscene cut. And it shows your characters being like, oh my god, I'm so bored, but good thing we're done. But the player didn't have to experience that, right? But in this, the player has to experience it.
Oh, wow.
And stuff like that. And it plays around with like your perceptions of what a video game would do. It plays around of what you think the video game is, right? In certain sections. And it's fantastic. I love it. It's so good. Obviously, in Automata, the Platinum Games gameplay is a strict improvement.
Yeah.
Right, from Dynasty Warriors light heavy. But so far I've been having a fantastic time.
I do remember wanting to play this when it was out on the 360.
I got it. I can get you I got the PS3 version. You can play that one.
Near Gestalt?
Yeah.
No, thanks. But I remember the reason I never did is because like everything I heard was like it's really cool in its ideas and its concept.
Yeah.
But it was never executed that great.
So I guess use your knowledge of me.
Yeah.
And use that, because I think the implementation is fantastic. But also I have a lot more tolerance than most people for weird, quirky type
that's
of shit.
fine, but like I just want to know like this remake, how much does it fix that kind of stuff, or is it true to the whole original jank of the
It kind of does the thing. You remember when we talked about the 3DS versions of Ocarina of Time?
Yeah, so it looks...
And we're like, this looks like I remember it.
Yeah.
But then you go back to the N64 and you're like, that's not what it looks like, right? I think this game has some quality of life updates. Like that town section where you have to go on the tour, there's an option before you do it where you can skip the tour.
Oh, okay.
Right? And I don't remember that being in the original.
Okay.
So I think there is some quality of life changes.
Okay.
But it is obviously the combat is a simpler game than
having a simpler combat system I don't think is an issue for me.
Yeah. Okay. You're not a Devil May Cry man? You don't want 17 styles, 15 weapons?
Nah.
All that shit. All right.
Nah.
Yeah, and then as I play it, so the one thing about this game, if people don't know, is that originally when Nier came out, there were 2 versions of it in Japan. There's Near Gestalt, which is this. No, sorry, which is the one that came out in America, and there's Near Replicant, which is the one that was Japan only.
Yeah.
And the only difference was your relation to the little girl that you're trying to save within the story.
Yeah.
So what the story is that in this version, you're the big brother, you're the Oni-chan, and your little sister gets she comes down with the sickness of the black. Is it the Black Plague? It's something. It's like black something.
Yeah. Okay.
And you go into this area where your sister ran into, and she caught it, and you unlock this powerful, seemingly all powerful book, Weiss, who allows you to do magic shit, and you're trying to cure your sister's incurable illness by going on this grand adventure into vast lands to find whatever. But as the game goes on, it gets progressively darker.
Yeah.
And the things you have to sacrifice to save your sister become more harrowing. And then as you continue, as a player, you kind of start to wonder, like, am I being selfish?
Yeah.
Is what I'm doing worth it? And the ending is a huge, fantastic payoff. And I honestly enjoyed the Gestalt version of this game better, because the new version of the game, you play as the Oni-chan. But in the original version of the game that came out here, you play as the father.
Yeah.
And I think the father really... Father-daughter like dynamic kind of hit that home better for me than the older brother, little sister dynamic.
Okay. Because it's not because you have a real sister in your real life?
I do have a real sister in my real life.
But the father-daughter hit you closer to home?
I think it did. Okay. I think it. I'm not the little sister obsessed Japanese dude that anime would believe you all men are.
But you should be.
Well, should I be? Should I be?
Okay.
So yeah, I'm having a great time. As I play through it, I'm just like remembering certain arcs and certain sections of the story. I know I'm coming up on a fucking
big thing,
devastating thing soon. So that'll be fun.
Cool.
But I'm having a grand old time.
It's good to hear.
Yeah, this game is much more RPG than Automata was.
Oh, that sounds more up my alley.
Yeah,
then.
level up, get new spells. You can attach words to your spells to modify them.
Attach words.
Yeah, because when you kill enemies, you kill the shades. The book collects words.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, for your magic.
Got it.
Yeah. There's fishing, all that, gardening, all that stuff. And then the last thing I've been doing is I caught up with Tokyo Revengers, and I was like, I'm still itching for some delinquent manga.
Yeah.
I want some fights. I want some of that hot shonen action, you know? And so I started reading a manga by Makoto Mizuta called Out.
I've heard of this.
Have you?
Sounds familiar. Is it in the same sort of era as like 20th Century Boys?
I haven't read 20th Century Boys, so I don't know. But this manga, it revolves around a boy who is just getting out of juvenile hall. It revolves around Tatsuya Iguchi, sorry. And he's 17-year-old. He just got out of juvenile detention, and he's out. Right, he's on parole.
Hell yeah. I'm out, boys. And he's on parole, and his parole officer said, like, hey, you're out now, but you need to stay out of trouble. Like, if I see you into a fight, if I see you do anything crazy, you're back in there. And he doesn't want to go in there because he found the punishments in juvenile hall to be basically he never wants to do it again. Of course not.
And what it is because he's such a free spirit, obviously. What the punishment that he hated the most was folding cranes. He was put into what's the one? Solitary confinement.
Yep.
And he was told that he cannot leave until he folds, I think it was 100 cranes, maybe 1,000 cranes.
Probably 1,000.
A large number of cranes. And because he's such a social person, and he's obviously a delinquent and extrovert, needs to get out, it broke him, and he managed to finish it. But by the end of the thing, he had done he lost his mind, started talking to the cranes. He bashed his head against the cement wall, and by the time it was over, one wall was covered in his own blood and stuff like that. And they made it harder too, because the last paper he had was like a tiny piece of paper to make a tiny crane, and it just broke him. Man. So his whole thing is like, I'm never going back there. Yeah. But of course, he gets caught up being a delinquent. He gets caught up in the delinquent game, and as
one does.
As one does, and he gets put between two gangs. The Kihito, I believe, is one of them. Is the main one. And their whole thing, but he's always an outsider. He's never in the gang. He never joins the gang because he doesn't want to get busted in parole and stuff like that. But he's always somehow a key factor in everything they do.
He's okay.
Right, because he's a tough dude. Everyone wants to fight him. They want to test themselves on this guy. They do actually use him for certain things that he's like, okay, this is unavoidable. If I don't do this, I'm going to be in deeper shit than if I did. Right? But the main thing about this manga is that it is fucking brutal. You know, when like in manga in general, like when they have that scene where like, oh no, some guy's coming like behind him with a bat. Yeah. And he's coming for the home run swing, and if it hits, he's dead. Yeah. But at the last minute, you get the duck and you get the cool shit. The duck doesn't happen here. Dude, like, guys get cracked in the back of the skull with a baseball bat.
Just like dead?
And they're foaming from the mouth, twitching on the ground type of shit. I'm going to show you a panel from one of the later characters who shows up in the series. Okay. And he was an ex-head of the gang that he hangs around with, Tatsuya hangs around with. So he beats up a dude by just straight up lifting him with a choke, front side. And after that, he's like, I'm a delinquent. The job's not done. Let me pick up this giant rock.
It's a big rock.
It's a big rock. And I'm going to just throw it on his unconscious body.
Oh my God.
Someone tackles him, but
it falls.
It breaks his leg backwards. Yeah. And like that shit happens all the time.
No.
And these kids are supposed to be like 17 or whatever.
Of course they
classic manga fashion.
Yeah, and they're also supposed to be like 5'6".
Oh, they're like 6 foot something.
Yeah.
They all like 0% body fat, like that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Like the interesting thing about this manga is that it constantly reminds you in dialogue and in action that even though these people are delinquents and you might think they're cool or whatever, they are scumbags. They're delinquents for a reason. And they will stop at nothing to do what they gotta do. If that means I have to break someone's leg, if I have to torture somebody, if I have to kill somebody. Like, we are scumbags. Wow. And it's something that like other delinquent manga usually doesn't go into, right? Even Tokyo Revengers has a limit. In this one, it just seems like everything's on the table. Actually, one of the big story arcs is that the main character almost kills somebody in a street fight, and he chokes him even after he's passed out, and someone has to come off him,
get him off, yeah,
right. But he's like, I almost crossed the line, where if I cross the line into murderer, I can't come back from that.
For sure, yeah.
But there are other characters who have already crossed that line,
and they're like, I'm ready to go.
And you they do weird things too when it's like they have a lot of like. You know, in anime, like, everybody always wants, like, the freak out scene when the shonen guy gets so angry he loses all control and he just becomes violence incarnate.
Oh, yeah, it's called Super Saiyan.
It's called Super Saiyan. They do that a lot in this manga, but just because these people are asshole scumbags. And they do weird things with the pupils, and pupils become, like, odd shapes. Like, either, like, they have, like, sharp ridges to them. One guy, he turned into, like, frog pupils. Like the rounded out rectangles.
Oh, weird.
And stuff like that. And it creates this weird sense of just like uneasiness. Like you look at them and it's like they're not human anymore. And that's what they want, I guess, to feel.
So, yeah. Yeah, I guess that's if that was the goal, I guess they made it work.
And that's the goal. And and gangs always talk about like, oh, we kidnap other people's team members and like force them to do like gay porn tapes with their friends. And then threaten to release it if they ever come back or do whatever and stuff like that.
Well, all right then.
It's dark. It's real fucking dark. Like if you're not into it's not like a Kame ga Kill level violence where it's just like over the top like torture shit. But if you're not into like really kind of realistic repercussions for doing stuff,
yeah,
maybe this isn't for you. Like Tokyo Revengers, I said the main character's whole superpower is that he can get the shit kicked out of him and still stand.
Yeah.
Right. But in this one, if that character was in this show, he'd be dead. Like, because the people in this show don't stop.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
But so far it's really interesting. The one really funny thing I find about the show is that they keep telling about like how they're delinquents and how they're stupid and they're not smart. They dropped out of grade school or whatever. But their gang plans are
5D chess.
5D chess, baby. Like, it's like, oh, like we kicked this guy out, but did we? And he's spying for this guy, but this guy knows he's the double agent and is doing this for this other thing. And it's like,
of course,
fuck off. Like, come on, how stupid can they be?
Yeah, there's certain limits of the anime that you just have to like accept. They're like,
Yeah, and they have like they have really really nice splash pages like when they do like the kind of brutal finishing move stuff. There's one guy who's the leader of one of the gangs. He was in an organized fight where they're like, okay, we won't fight with our whole gang, but we'll pick 3 people, and whichever gang wins best 2 out of 3 will secede to them or whatever. And there's a 2-page spread where after he knocks out a dude, and the guy's like struggling to get back up, he's like, oh, you're still conscious, huh? And the next page is him mid-air ready to double foot stomp this dude in the face.
Oh man.
And everyone around is like, bro, what and stuff like that. So it's really cool. It's fucking brutal.
Sounds like it.
And it's honestly not like other delinquent manga I've read. It's kind of like in between that Akame ga Kill comical scumbag area and like Tokyo Revengers, where they're just kind of like, I'm still the main character and I'll go through it no matter what.
Yeah,
right.
For sure.
So it's cool. I really much enjoy it. Highly recommend it.
Ooh.
You saw that leg break.
Sounds violent.
Yeah. There's another one with like a bigger guy.
I'm sure.
And he gets a leg held and then just kicked in.
No thanks.
A lot of open fractures in this show.
Gross.
Yeah, but that's been my week. I finished school.
Congratulations.
I'm done.
Bravo.
Finally. I finished my last class. I'm getting that degree.
Yeah.
And we'll see. I don't know. We'll see what happens in the next chapter of my life. I'm hoping to be away from school at least for like the next decade, because I spent almost all of my.
You don't
20s.
Want to go back?
Not right now.
You sure?
I spent almost all of my 20s in school.
You don't want to like go get a job and then have them pay for your next certificate?
Yeah, you know what? The certificate is like usually a couple months. Like fuck that.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm talking about like if I ever need to go get like an MBA or a master's or something. Well, I want to take a break for a bit.
Nah, just do it.
Just do it now.
Just get it all over with.
Get your PhD.
Yeah, while you can.
Your double doctor.
While you're still young.
I'm not young anymore, man. My fucking body's falling apart. We went to that.
Oh yeah.
That fucking water park thing. Now my wrist hurts. I can feel like a weird like tension from my pinky down to like just under my wrist.
How did you do it?
I don't know.
I don't know what you're doing, man.
I don't know. So if it doesn't go away, I gotta go to the doctor. But
damn.
Falling apart at the bones, literally.
Sounds like it. Jeez.
But yeah, so now I have more time to finally do something I was gonna ask for. My friend asked me for months ago, which is to learn how to repair boards on old game consoles.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I'm gonna order a soldering iron.
Okay.
I'm gonna get some solder, some tips, maybe some capacitors.
Wow.
And I'm gonna learn how to fix stuff.
Cool.
Because I figured like I'll try it for my friend, and if I figure out that I can do it. I'm in the video game sphere so much, like the retro area, that like this might be a nice side hobby or a nice side business type of thing. Just repair people's old consoles and stuff. So
cool.
Yeah, and it'll help me out too, because apparently those Xbox One, like not Xbox One, but the original Xbox capacitors, they don't last long. So I'm hoping mine haven't leaked on my board yet.
Well, Microsoft didn't get a reputation for bad hardware for no reason.
True facts.
That was their first shot.
So there we go.
Cool.
Yeah, it feels like a weight has been lifted off my shoulder after I handed in that last paper. So
well, that's good to hear.
Good.
Yeah. Wicked. Well, I guess that's the end of the show. Next week I won't be around, so I don't know. I don't know what you're gonna do.
I'm thinking maybe I'll do a live stream show, or
are you gonna call Blaven, call him back?
Yeah, we'll do live Vanguard.
Maybe.
Gaming.
Yeah.
We'll do something.
Yeah. I'm on vacation next week, so I'm out of here for a bit. I'll tell you all about that when I return. But I know one of the things I've planned is I'm gonna go to an aerial park.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Like the thing where they strap you in and you walk on like the...
Yeah, they said it has like 30 obstacles and 5 zip lines. So
that's cool.
I'm like, cool.
Nice.
I'll check that out. Water labyrinth on a paddleboard, so that seems fun.
I'm expecting a vlog, baby. I heard you got that YouTube channel.
I want to go to this. How do you feel about water parks?
I think water parks are cool.
So I didn't realize the biggest one's in Ottawa. It's called Calypso. The biggest one in Canada, I mean.
Oh, wait, is it not? Oh, no. West Edmonton Mall is the biggest one in a mall.
Yes, but the biggest one.
Period.
Right.
Yeah.
Is this one in Ottawa called Calypso. So I'm going to go there.
I want to go there.
Because I was like, I think we were talking about wave pools.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to go to a wave pool again. So check that out. Yeah. And some other neat things. I'll be in Ottawa and Montreal. Because, intercontinental travels only right now. Right?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Borders closed.
Yeah.
Also, do you really want to go south?
No.
Exactly.
But I want to go across the pond.
Oh, true.
Right?
True. Have you been to England yet?
No. I've never been to Europe yet. So.
Yo, boys trip to Europe?
Sure.
Boys trip?
Sure. You say when.
All right.
Actually, have you seen that thing that's going on Twitter?
No.
They're like, I didn't know how to feel about it, but like some guys, like me and my friends have an Excel spreadsheet for how much we all make so that we know how much we can spend on a trip.
That's awesome.
The guy at the top has like 5 million and the guy at the bottom has like 100 grand.
Hell yeah.
And I'm like,
that's still a lot of money. Like 100 grand is still a lot of money.
No, but I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that. Cause I'm just like, it was, and they nicknamed him at the bottom, Broke Bobby.
Broke Bobby?
Yeah.
That's mean.
Yeah, and they're like, they have like different filters, and one of them is like, do you have a gambling problem? And Broke Bobby has the yes.
Oh, no.
Right? And it's like, if I made $5 million, I'm like, man, I would just pay for my friends.
When you started this story,
yeah,
I thought it was going to be like a bunch of regular Joes.
No.
Who are like making like 60 to 80 in between there.
No.
And they're all like, that's when the spreadsheet idea is a good idea, right? Because then you could like budget it out properly.
So you want to know what the full annual salary of all your friends?
I think if you wanted to make like, this is going to be an epic trip, and I want to make sure it doesn't break the bank for somebody.
Yeah.
I think that would be a smart thing to do.
I don't think you need to list your full salary. You just have
like an estimate. Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is their full salary. Like this is
to the penny.
Everything.
That's a little extra.
Right? And it shows like all like it was just one of those things. Was like, man, I don't know.
Yeah, and then when you said the one guy made $5 million.
Yeah,
I'm in the same boat as you. If I made like even $1 million, if I made 7 figures a year,
yeah, and
I'm paying for shit.
Yeah, and I knew like my one friend made 1/10 of what I made. Yeah. I'd be like,
I'm taking the boys.
Fuck it, I'll cover it.
Yeah.
Like
even if like my friend made half of what I made, I'm still treating the boys like.
Yeah, it's because like trips like. Yeah, when you're making that much money, like, it's a drop in the bucket.
There was a great tweet I saw from some girl where she quote tweeted somebody where it's like, oh, Drake set the bar, $10,000 dates minimum, because he took somebody out on a $10,000 date. And she was like, well, Drake makes $45 million a year.
Yeah.
And then she broke it down.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, the average date is this, and the average household income is this.
Yeah.
Drake, equivalent, like his $10,000 date, he took you out on a $14 date.
Yeah.
In relation to his income.
Yeah, I know.
Right? And I was just like, oh, that's a great tweet. That's a good tweet.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. All this to say is
treat your boys. You know, if you're doing better than the boys, treat them. You know,
absolutely. If you can, you should.
Come on.
And same goes for the girls too.
No.
No, if you're a group of girls, I mean.
No.
What you're saying?
This is a boys only podcast, right? No girls allowed. And I know one is listening. All right, I'm calling you out.
But like, okay,
no.
If that's
yeah,
how you wanna...
yeah.
Well, hold on. Are you saying
what?
Okay, sometime in the future, Anthony. Okay?
Yeah.
You're making like 10 mil.
Yeah.
Right. And you're like, I want to treat the boys out.
Yeah.
We're all married.
Yeah.
Right. We'll say we won't have kids yet. Yeah. Are you saying you're only gonna bring the boys?
I'm saying the trip is different.
All
right. Okay. Well, there's 2 separate trips we can make.
Okay.
We're either making the family trip,
okay,
or we're making the boys trip.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna be like all the wives go. But I might do that if my wife is friends with all their wives.
Okay.
Right. Like if we just have like this perfect.
You would never do the thing where it's like it's the boys trip, but we're also bringing all the because I think once you're married, I don't think. Maybe it's just me, but the idea of like a boys only trip after everyone is married just seems very unlikely.
It's unlikely is the key word.
Yeah,
not
like,
impossible.
Not impossible, but it just seems very unlikely, especially if it's going to be an all-out trip. That's a lot of money to spend.
Yeah. But I think I would bring like I would if I was like crushing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would do like hey, everyone bring your significant others and stuff.
Yeah,
like but that's also a different trip.
Yes, I know, you're right. It is not the boys trip.
Yeah, like the boys trip is like, bro, going to Vegas.
I think the boys trip we would have to do sooner rather than later.
Yeah, but also like the economy would have to pay us that we could do that.
So that's the conundrum with the boys trip.
I think we could. Honestly, so far from the boys in my group that I would do this with. The people that we usually choose to date, they seem pretty chill. I think that we could get away with it. Our specific group. I think we could.
Okay.
I think we could.
Okay.
Is there a dark secret? I don't know.
We'll see.
All right.
We'll see.
Okay.
No, I mean, I just mean like, who knows what the future holds?
True.
Right?
True. Maybe I'll get hit in a honey trap.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I mean, who knows?
I showed you some of my matches recently.
Yeah, man.
And I'm like, there's no way I pull this legitimately.
Who knows, man?
This girl's hot as fuck. I don't know, man.
Man, like I'm just thinking about like a wicked boys trip, going somewhere really exotic, and like your wife being like, "Why can't I come?"
Because of the boys.
But I want to go there.
Yeah, but I want to bond with my friends.
Oh wow.
And I haven't seen them. I see you every day.
Let me just stay with you, and then I'll go do my own thing.
Nah. How about you just go do your own thing on another continent?
Okay. Anyways, enough speculation. That's it this week. It was 2 hours. Hope you guys enjoy it.
Damn, that was 2 hours.
Yeah,
it was a packed week. That's fair.
It was, yeah, for sure. See y'all in September.